Alright, hello and welcome everyone. I am Tech Chariot and we are back with another set from the King of Ireland tournament. This is the Platinum Division and we are going to look at Lucas Ducas versus Joey the Bonqueror, who I'm going to call Joey, and Lucas Ducas, who I'm going to call Lucas. So this is the Platinum Division. This is the top. These guys are both highly skilled players. They're going to be around 1600 to 1800, so let's just look them up here. So Joey the Bonqueror here, 1665, coming in at the calculated ELO, and Lucas Ducas here being calculated around 1637. So about a 30 ELO difference, with a slight advantage going to Joey the Bonqueror. Let's take a look at their Civ draft. Their Civ draft is here. Got it. So they draft a lot of Civs, but who knows which ones they'll actually get to play. Alright, there we go. So, we've got Lucas Ducas here picking Mayans first, getting sniped first, and Jay Murphy picking Spanish. So, Joey the Bonqueror, a.k.a. the Soviet Union, a.k.a. Jay Murphy. I knew I recognized that name. He picks the Spanish, and that gets sniped. Spanish are the ultimate troll civ, so completely understand that. Let's see here. So, we got Burgundians, Malians, Malay, Saracens, Japanese, Chinese, and Huns for Lucas Ducas. And we've got Indians, Tatars, Sicilians, Spanish, Magyars, Poles, Franks, and Persians for Jay Murphy. So the first game of the set is Irish Arabia, and we can see that Joey the Bonqueror, aka Jay Murphy, has gone for the Franks, and in Cyan we have Lucas Ducas, aka Lucas, who has gone for the Chinese. So I'm going to unpause here. Chinese getting loomed right off the start because they start with 3 extra villagers. And Lucas is building a single house with a single villager, which is interesting. Oh no, he didn't finish the house. Disaster. What's going on here? He is mega housed. Oh, I guess not, maybe. Town centers support +5 population for Chinese, so maybe he remembered that and said, wait a second, I don't need this house. Put this villager to work. I forgot about that bonus. Alright, so let's take a look at what Joey the Bonqueror is doing. He's got 2 houses, a more standard start for Franks. 6 on sheep, and he is sending a villager out toward wood now. Probably to build his lumber camp in this back corner. And it seems like a sensible location for a lumber camp. Okay, Lucas Ducas finding 2 of his sheep. So, while these guys are unfolding their Dark Age, let's talk about this potential Civ matchup. Neither of these Civs have great monks, so in the Tech Chariot book, neither of these Civs are really that great. Now, in everybody else's opinion, these Civs are among the top tier Arabia Civs for sure. Chinese having cheaper technologies, especially as the ages progress, allows them to tech switch as they need to adapt to their opponent's army composition. And Franks are overall just a very strong civilization with excellent cavalry and good throwing axemen to kill their nemesis, which is pikemen. So we see here from Lucas Ducas that a 4th villager is going out to wood. No, it's not. Alright, he is taking boar. Now he's sending a 4th out to wood. Now, of course, it's Chinese, and they start the game out getting loomed, so not much risk of a villager dying to a boar here. Let's see, what is Jay Murphy up to? Well, he's got 4 on wood, so this is telling me that he is not doing the scouts build. He is pushing his deer in. I've heard, and I don't know this for sure, but I've heard that Jay Murphy is basically what Tech Chariot would be if Tech Chariot were good at Age of Empires. I hear that he likes to wall up and boom a lot, and go lots of insane strategies sometimes. Just likes having fun. Maybe doesn't care so much about the meta or whatever the current competitive build is. weakens the board with the town center, and then finishes it with villagers. So he is pushing his deer, and he's not really scouting too much. Same thing with Lucas, actually. So both players deciding to get that deer, and it's easy to push your deer on this map. The deer are inside the ring of trees instead of outside. They used to be outside, but then I decided that nobody would take their deer ever if they were outside. So it's definitely a trade-off. Oh man, this is deer not cooperating. So let's see, we've got 4 on wood for both players, so this is telling me that they are thinking more along the lines of man-at-arms or fast castle, not scouts. Scouts don't make too much sense on this map anyway. The map is very easy to wall, at least this initial starting ring is. It's easy to wall, and the scouts can't really do damage. Archers are a lot more powerful, though, because they can range across the trees. The wood lines are very thin. So archers with fletching can easily range any villager taking wood. So Lucas is beginning the wall off here. But having said that, there is a lot of elevation change, and there are lots of little gaps. So you got to make sure that you're careful. Otherwise, enemy units could just walk right in. So what is Lucas doing? Does Lucas want to wall across here to wall his stone in? No, maybe he's just finding the hole. Maybe this was a click the villager outside to see if it goes outside, and then identify the hole, and then patch the hole. He's probably waiting for the wood to build the barracks, actually. That's probably what this villager is. Joey the Bonqueror going up on 20 pop. Or 20 villagers, rather. 21 pop. He's got 4 on wood. He's building a second lumber camp. So I don't know what this is, but this doesn't look right. I'll tell you right away. I have no idea what this is. Is this just man-at-arms? But there's no barracks. So what's the deal, yo? What could he possibly be doing? Now, Lucas scouts this lumber camp, I believe. Yeah, so he knows that the lumber camp is being built here. This is the first that he's finding his opponent's base. Finds his opponent's gold. So Lucas is otherwise pretty well patched up over here. He is presumably going to build a second lumber camp of his own. Yeah, there it is. So both players doing pretty well, I think, so far. Jay Murphy with only 10 seconds of idle time, and Lucas Ducas with only 60 seconds of idle time. But remember that he's Chinese, so Chinese starts can always be a bit tricky. But Chinese are a powerful civilization. Ideally, they've got those Chokunu siege ram pushes in late game that are pretty unstoppable. Okay, so Lucas is putting up a barracks now. He's almost feudal age. And Jay Murphy is now putting up a stable. Okay. So I don't know if he's planning on going scouts or if he just went up to the next stage so that he would have the capacity to make some defensive military. I don't know. You know, like, if there's no plan for feudal aggression, why go up on 21 pop? Let's see. Nope, okay, he is making scouts, so Jay Murphy is doing slow scouts. Let's see here from Lucas. Got more villagers headed over to wood. He is getting horse collar. The Chinese get more food on their farms as the ages progress. He has a barracks behind a wall, and he's got a range coming up. I don't see any military headed across the map for him. So Jay Murphy has 3 scouts on the field now, 1 more in queue, and has begun farming. Franks, of course, get the farming upgrades for free. So that's a very nice technology, very nice bonus to have. It's one which I basically never get. Farms. I never put down farms unless I have that tech, pretty much. Not unless I'm doing something really extreme or crazy. So, does Lucas spot the scouts? I don't think he did. And if he did, he's not going to be too worried, because these scouts are not going to get in. There's going to need to be a little bit more commitment to get in this early on. So, Lucas has got a lumber camp over here, and Jay Murphy is waiting for an overchop. Oh no, he's attacking. I would actually be quiet. I mean, how much does this tree have on it left? It's got 80 wood left. I would wait for your opponent to chop this out. Lucas is building a palisade out of there out of an abundance of caution. Or maybe that palisade was there and he repaired it. So these scouts can't get in. Is this one going to find a hole? Nope, because Lucas is paying attention and he patches it. So the scouts are out. They are looking for damage. The barracks has a couple spearmen in it anyway, even though the scouts can't get in. Maybe Lucas playing super conservatively here. Being very careful, diligent to wall from his overchops, making scouts just in case he doesn't see everything and some scouts get in. So he's making some spearmen to defend from that. Okay, so the spearmen are now outside of his base. And he'll have the ability to chase scouts down. You know, J. Murphy is wasting the time of some villagers. Hey, G-Dog, how's it going? Lucas has been repairing. He's been wasting time repairing. Approximately the same percentage idle eco. Actually, maybe a little bit more for J. Murphy here. This scout goes down. Scouts are not getting any damage in at all. They're only wasting a little bit of time. But perhaps if J. Murphy is lucky, he'll get through here. Nope. Lucas is paying attention. He sees it, and he repairs it. And he's preparing archers of his own now to chase these scouts off. They'll be able to shoot at the scouts from the other side of the buildings and do damage where the scouts would not be able to. So he even deleted a palisade here and walled a little box around it so the scouts couldn't run in, so that he could move out with his army. Kind of like an airlock. Oh, but wait a second. Somehow J. Murphy gets in. Don't ask me how. Maybe there was a palisade over here that he chiseled his way through. I'm not really sure how this scout made it in. But he is having a look. Steers clear of the town center. Looking for a weak vill to pick on. You're probably not gonna find one against Chinese. So we've got an engagement here. Some scouts going down, taking an unfortunate fight with a spearman. J. Murphy has made a ton of scouts. He's got 7 scouts on the field now, and he had even more. So the good news is that even though the scouts didn't get in to do much damage, scouts eco is so good. And J. Murphy now is macroing pretty well behind this. Lucas Ducas is on his way up to the castle age, and despite all the scouts that he's made, J. Murphy will not be far behind. So now these archers and spearmen want in. J. Murphy, aka Joey the Bonqueror here, mining away. Should be able to click up pretty soon. He's building a market to fix his eco. He should be able to force drop here. I would totally force drop this. He's probably going to queue another villager. No, he's just going to wait. He's going to idle the town center. And he clicks up. So these scouts picking a fight against the spearmen. There are 3 scouts left on the field. Alright, now there are 4 scouts on the field. And he's chiseling away at these archers. And these scouts he doesn't care about. These scouts are here to buy him some time. Kill a maximum number of archers. So now Lucas is taking the field. Lucas sending some villagers forward. Sending 3 villagers forward now. As J. Murphy is getting the gold mining upgrade and is about a minute and a half away from Castle Age. So this is a forward siege workshop. So Lucas means to end the battle. End the fight here. Secure this area and start knocking down J. Murphy's buildings. So J. Murphy getting armor for cavalry and putting down another stable of his own so that he can pump knights out faster. It's all about those knights. That's what he wants now. He's got 7 on gold, so that is enough to sustain knight production from 1 stable. And he is walling behind as a precaution. So he does have a good lump sum of gold here. So he'll be able to sustain production from 2 stables at least initially, and then here comes a third. So his gold is forward, and that is going to be quite annoying for him to deal with. His other gold is here, so it's another reason for Lucas to pressure this area, but if J. Murphy loses this gold, he's going to be in trouble. So the armor coming in and 4 knights being queued out of two stables. He's going to have to cancel this stable. I don't think he can get this one up. This mangonel is working on the house. Let's see here. What does J. Murphy know? Does J. Murphy know about this other gold up here? Yeah, he does. So he could try to go out to that gold. Okay, so Lucas does see these knights in creation. We've got a siege workshop with some scorpions to deal with these pikemen. That's super smart. But at least buy himself some time and prevent these pointy boys from helping out too much. They're not helping out very much, but they're still helping. We got a mangonel though. He's got to be careful about that. Now scorpions do have more armor than mangonels, so they can tank some arrow fire that mangonels can't take. We had a ram here, but J. Murphy picking a fight with that ram. Well, the pikemen are over here distracted and now is bailing. Yeah, he can't fight all those pikemen right now. So he's continuing to make knights from 2 stables. This has been a pretty competitive set so far, I think. But J. Murphy is on the back foot. His villagers are being mangonelled. And he's going to have to do something about this. He needs a big, clean, good, honest fight here. J. Murphy running out of gold very quickly. He's making knights from 2 stables after all. So he's probably going to come out to this gold. I hope he does. Oh, nope. Okay, he's still taking the gold. He's just taking it from this side. And he's building up a good mass of Frankish knights here. So these archers are going to move in. And, okay, nope. The archers are not going to move in. The mangonel is going to move in and be a jerk to these villagers. So J. Murphy is going to have to be careful here. He's got his knights on one side and his scorpions on the other. Villager goes down, and Scorpion is able to take both of those out. Mangonel, oh, what a beautiful attack ground. So Mangonel for Mangonel, and that Mangonel got 2 scorpions as well. So all of J. Murphy's stables have gone down. He is unable to make more knights. So he is forced onto stone here, as Lucas has added a monk to heal up his pikemen. He's building an outpost to see what J. Murphy has. These knights are still a powerful force. There's still 1200 HP here. It's 10 knights. Now granted, some of the knights are wounded. But I think both players are kind of waiting for the other to make a mistake. As J. Murphy is on stone heavily. Can he get the stone for a cheap Frankish castle? He spent his gold, he's spending it on a couple of mangonels to help him clear this up. A couple good mangonel hits could make all the difference in the world. So he pops out, destroys... Oh! No, he doesn't take that mangonel out. Okay, 1 for 1. Here's another mangonel. In the workshop. And, he gets another stable up so he can keep making knights. The town center is under siege. Okay, the mangonel pops out and takes out this other mangonel. Now he's actually probably going to target the pikemen. Yeah, the pikemen are scarier for his knights than the archers are. He needs a good attack ground here. He wants to dive these archers. Take them out so that his siege can deal with the pikes. But this is a very stressful game. Lucas Ducas building a very aggressive forward siege workshop. We have another mangonel in here for Joey the Bonqueror. I'm not sure how he's affording all this. I think he's selling stone. Okay, we've got monks. He's diving it. Mangonel goes down, and he's looking for a big fight here. But I don't think it's one that he's going to win. His military gets cleaned up. His villagers are diving the mangonel. Now retreating this other mangonel. Oh my goodness. So, you know, having said all that, Joey the the Bonqueror has only lost 5 villagers through all of this. It's really quite incredible how he's able to withstand this pressure. He has not gone out to take this gold. He's selling stone for gold, yeah. So that's where all of his gold is coming from. Lucas is building a lot of forward houses here. And Joey the Bonqueror calls GG. Hey, Zerg. Hello, hello. Welcome. We just finished a very exciting set between Jay Murphy, a.k.a. Joey the Bonqueror, and Lucas Ducas here. So Lucas was only on 2 town centers at home. Very much kind of a very aggressive play, I'd say. I don't want to call it all in because it wasn't all in. He did build another town center. 62 to 52 villagers. So just that Chinese forward, very aggressive. But I think it stems from Jay Murphy not being able to get to Castle Age fast enough, making too many scouts on the map. Maybe make a couple to get your opponent to overreact. Could be a good strategy. But I think going back and looking at the recording, I think most people would agree that he invested too much in Feudal Age. Or not enough is another way of looking at it. Like if he wanted to make scouts, he would have needed to make towers too to get in. Alright, so with that, fun set, again, we are going to go and take a look at Jay Murphy's home map now. Let's see what it is. So it is Terra. Let's take a look at it, guys. Terra is a super fun map. There are neutral Gaia monks in the middle, and it is an Empire War start. We've got Lucas over here in the left, and we've got Joey, the Bonqueror, aka Jay Murphy, on the right. Here's his scout. You play Empire Wars. Empire Wars doesn't mean you get all these buildings. All these buildings are hard-coded into the map no matter what. Empire Wars simply means that all your villagers start while working on something, except for your sheep villagers. So Joey here Jay Murphy getting Horse Collar. Immediately, he is playing as the Magyars, and Lucas playing as the Burgundians. So it'll be interesting to see what people come up with on this map. Burgundians, of course, getting food in addition to gold. Now, on Terra, there is from relics. Now, on Terra, remember that there is a tax. As long as you do not control a queen, your gold is decreased at a rate equivalent to 3 relics. So to offset that gold tax, you need to control 3 relics. So it incentivizes the players to go after the relics. Now, there are some really scary Gaia monks on this map, and these monks have got it all. They've got block printing, they've got redemption, they've got sanctity, they've got all the monk techs. Atonement, they can convert other monks. So they guard these relics, and they guard them well. So, let's see, Jay Murphy taking the hunt out here. That's interesting. Magyars. And his plan is scouts again. So he's put up a stable, and he started making scouts. Now, he needs to be careful not to just run through the middle. He's got to run around the stone here. Lucas opting for Castle Age first. And to small wall his resources. So the question will be, can Joey get the damage in to justify the investments in scouts this time? Well, let's see. Has he found his opponent yet? That would be the first question. No, but he's going to have a general idea of where his opponent is. To move out, he is putting another stable down. And so is this just going to be mass Magyar scouts? Lucas probably suspects it, and he has spearmen prepared. Jay Murphy attacking the house here to let Lucas know that he's here and ready to play. Finds the town center. The scouts are on their way. There are a lot of little wood lines, but Lucas has walled in a lot of that stuff. Lucas is already on his way. Is he headed to the middle? What is this? What is this? Is this another town center? He doesn't have the... Oh, no. He's got the stone for a castle. He is dropping a castle, boys. Unfortunately for Lucas, I don't think that Lucas has scouted the map and is only now just finding that, in fact, the relics are up here instead. So that's going to be kind of awkward. Hopefully he catches this before some villagers get converted. Oh, no. So Jay Murphy, meanwhile, on the prowl for an overchop. And he wants to drop a castle on his opponent, but I think this is a huge mistake. No, he is dropping a castle on the relics. Oh my god. A madman. I don't think this castle... Oh my goodness. So he is at... I mean, the castle goes up, but... Jeez. At great cost. So this castle goes up at great cost, and Lucas is... Lucas is 15 villagers behind his opponent. So now we got a monastery. Castle's going to take shots at the monks whenever they try to convert his stuff. That villager being converted. What's he doing? Trying to lure the monks in? So meanwhile, Jay Murphy is trying to get in and do some damage, but I don't know if he's going to make the same mistake this time and overinvest. Oh no, he is. Never mind. We've got 5 stables here. So Jay Murphy just flooding the map with scouts. These guys are insane. I love it. So we have a castle, a monastery in the middle, with Lucas dropping this castle in the middle, costing him probably like 5 to 10 villagers to do that. And he's built a monastery, and he actually has negative gold, so he can't make a monk right now. Lucas Ducas has negative gold. He's massively on gold. He wants to be able to afford a monk so that he can start taking the relics, but Jay Murphy is going to find this. Jay Murphy is going to find this, and he is going to massacre these villagers. These scouts are all on their way over to the gold. Oh, disaster. So Lucas is now at 17 villagers to Joey the Bonqueror's 48. I have no idea how Lucas comes back from this. He is using the market. He is selling wood desperately for gold. Can he get this? Can he get a monk out? He has 1 scout in the middle of the map. These scouts are wreaking havoc. Lucas is still trying to get into this wood line here. He should come down and check out the berries. Looks like he's cleaned out the stone. Or, sorry, Jay Murphy. What in the world? I don't understand this at all. Surely this is GG. Like there's 28 scouts in your base, and you have 17 villagers, 4 of which are idle, and you have negative 39 gold. How do you come back from this? This market is going down to scouts. Tell me he at least is starting to get relics. Okay, he's got a relic in this monastery. And he has a monk hiding in this castle from being converted. And he is slowly going to start to pick up relics. This is ridiculous. Repairing the market. Building another monastery here. As Jay Murphy is on... How many stables is Jay Murphy on now? Jay Murphy must be on 7 stables. Oh my god. The guy is insane. More and more scouts everywhere. So Lucas Ducas is going to get all the relics, but he's not going to have a base. Everything he owns is going to be in the center of the map. Jay Murphy has no intention of going to Castle Age. There are 41 scouts on the map. Actually, I shouldn't say that. He's not making any more. He stopped making scouts, you guys. So, I guess maybe he's decided Castle Age would be good for him. Lucas is slowly starting to get more and more gold. Now, it's not just gold that these relics are going to provide, it's also food. So this market is under repairs. He needs to destroy this market. I don't think... I think Jay Murphy believes that he's got this game in the bag. He's all over his opponent's base. Does Jay Murphy actually even know that Lucas is in the middle with the relics? That would be quite the twist. No. He has no idea. He has no idea except the relics aren't appearing here. But this is not an easy thing to spot. He hasn't scouted this area. He doesn't know Lucas's plan. Oh my gosh. So Lucas is now trying to take this gold. That's not going to work. Jay Murphy is totally going to see that. He's going to see the town center is empty. Okay, Castle Age almost in for Jay Murphy. He's got about 40 seconds left. Getting the range upgrade as well. What is this? Oh, Coustelier raid on Jay Murphy's base. Oh, that hurts. Oh, I missed that. He's going to have to be careful not to fall behind in villagers here. These are Coustelier. They are OP. And guilds coming in for Lucas so that he can use the market more efficiently. These Coustelier are eventually going to get mobbed by the scouts. There are 52 scouts on the battlefield. Surely Jay Murphy is looking at these Coustelier saying, where the heck are these units coming from? Joey the Bonqueror getting Light Cav. Light Cav will enable him to dive this town center. He has taken Lucas Ducas off of gold. I can't believe what I'm watching here. This game is insane. So we've got a market in the center now under protection of the castle, and we have 2-3 monasteries. Lucas Ducas has secured all the relics at this point. He's bringing in the last 2 now. Last 3. These Light Cav have gutted Lucas Ducas' base, and surely... Yeah, okay, so he knows at this point. He knows what Lucas Ducas is up to. Jay Murphy does. He's got to get the 2nd armor for his cavalry. These Coustelier do not have... Okay, if they've got the 1st armor, they do not have the 2nd. And Jay Murphy now with negative gold of his own. He's getting the gold mining upgrade to try to rectify that. And he will be sending more to gold now. This mob of Light Cav are here to destroy Lucas Ducas' economy, but Lucas Ducas has no economy to destroy. So how can you raid somebody to death when there is no eco to kill? It's all inside these monasteries. So Light Cav gonna pick on this monk here. Another Coustelier raid. There are so many Light Cav on the field. 38 Light Cav, 59 villagers versus 3 villagers. We've got Coustelier, just massive Coustelier. Really good raiding units. They've got this charged attack here, this plus 27, which allows them to kill villagers very quickly. And Jay Murphy needs to... Yeah, okay, he reacts. Notices that his villagers are idle over here. Come on, quick wall, quick wall. There he goes. He quick walls it. Quick walls them in. These Light Cav. 32 Light Cav chasing 14 Coustelier. And Lucas has... He's got res. He's got the res to do things even though he has no base. Because he controls 10, plus 5, plus 8. So he controls 23 relics so far. Could be a 24th. So he's forced down some towers from Jay Murphy here. Where are the pikemen? Okay, he is building a monastery of his own. So plan is monk defense against these Castilier. I don't think monks are a good answer long term. They might be easier short term. Siege Workshop comes down, so J. Murphy is planning on ramming down these stables. So we've got 4 more light cav in queue. We've got 31 light cav on the battlefield, but he can't leave these Castilier alone. So Lucas is expanding to the stone in the center of the map now. He's building a town center down here. Does J. Murphy spot it? Well, even if he does, he's got his hands full. He is too busy dealing with these Castilier raids. Cavalier is coming in for Lucas. He's got the armor. You know, when I first released this map, people told me that the players are totally not going to do anything related to the Gaia stuff. They're just going to ignore each other, or they're going to ignore the Gaia and go straight at each other. They're just going to go and choose the path that involves killing their opponent as quickly as possible. Well, that is not the case here with Lucas. Here we are looking at a 1600 to 1700 player who comes up with the idea to castle drop the monks in the middle, secure all the relics, have no eco while his opponent goes all in feudal. And then, I don't know, he's somehow staying in this game. And he's not just staying in this game, he's got J. Murphy on the back foot. So there are rams inside of the stable. I don't know how long the stable's going to last. We need to see pikemen from J. Murphy. J. Murphy's at 61 villagers to Lucas's 9. So he does get a Cavalier conversion. Where's his military? He's got 18 light cav somewhere. His light cav are out across the map raiding Lucas, preventing Lucas from going back and rebuilding in his own base, but his own town center is under attack. These Castilier and Cavalier are diving it. J. Murphy on 2 town centers now, but one of them is going to be idled, essentially. 54 villagers now and dropping. These Castilier are everywhere. And J. Murphy calls the GG. Oh my gosh, what did I just watch? I'm still in awe. I never would have thought that a castle drop on the monks in the middle. This tells me the monks aren't strong enough. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I can't believe what we just saw. It's insane. GG, well played though. Lucas Ducas. This pick would only work for Burgundians which get food in addition to gold from the relic trickle. So having all these relics, 8 plus 7, so that's 15 right there, plus 10. So having 25 relics, it's basically equivalent to having 50 villagers when you think about it. Each relic generates gold equivalent to a single Dark Age villager that is gathering gold but doesn't need to drop it off. So these 3 monasteries right here with all these relics, that's 50 villagers right there for him. Double what it would be for most other civilizations except the Aztecs, whose relics collect 33% faster. But I mean, I think J. Murphy here in disbelief, and this was his home map too. So His plan was to go mass scouts as Magyars, use the extra attack, kill everything, and he very nearly succeeded. There was like 5 villagers left building this castle, 5 to 10 villagers left. Imagine if his scouts had found that, just came in here and fought with the monks as the castle was going up. It's just insane. I can't believe it. Well, it'd be interesting to see, players looking at this, adapting this strategy. Is this strategy OP? Is this considered an exploit? I don't know. I don't know. I think there was a window for Jay Murphy to deny this from ever happening, but he didn't see it coming. I certainly didn't. But hats off to Lucas for a very innovative strategy, allowing him to decisively close out this set on his own opponent's home map. So what a real treat. Thank you guys for being here and enjoying this set with me. And I'm looking forward to casting more of the King of Ireland tournament. This is definitely one of the most creative strategies I have seen so far. This takes the cake, I'd say, in terms of what people come up with for these maps. But I'm sure there's still more opportunity. So thanks everyone for joining us, and I can't wait to see what people do next.